and welcome along. My name is Eddie and this is my vlog, and today is August the 24th. We are doing a bit of cleanup on the farm today. So we've got a whole load of clover that I cut about a week ago that's all rode up here. We want to get this up, A, before it dries out too much, and B, before we get any rain on it. So I've got the T7 here, and I've hooked it up to our Pottinger Faro forage harvester, forage wagon. And we're just going to run around this field, get all of this collected up, and get it into our silage clamp for the clover. That way we should be in a position where we can then get that properly put down and compacted and get that done. The other thing we've got to do today is over on the field we were working on last time. That needs doing as well. That needs to have all the bales collected up off there. So we're going to have to collect those, stack them, and collect and stack and collect and stack. So there's that to do as well. It's a whole load of bits and pieces that need doing on the farm today. And just sort of getting ourselves into the position where I'm happy for the carrots or the soybeans to start. We're looking at those starting in the not too distant future. As I said, they're getting close, but they're not quite there yet, and it's just a case of which one comes ripe first. Our contractor is standing by on the carrots. He's ready and waiting, and of course we've got the combine sitting up at the other far end of the shed, ready to head to whichever soybean field comes ready. I mean, we've got the one there that you can see, it's nice and golden, and then we've got the one down the far end, so it's which was actually planted first. And so yeah, both of our great experimental soybean fields seem to be working fine. I just missed a bit there. Let's reverse that up. There we go. Don't know how full we are off this first headland. Let's see. I've got no information in my cab on this at all at the moment. It would be a useful, helpful thing. Let's turn that off. And just, oh wow, that is looking like a very full trailer. We'll see if it'll, it does have a cut-off, so we'll see if it'll take any more. Because if we can get past the, oh no, there we go. We are absolutely full. Not bad at all, actually. An entire full trailer off just the headland. That is brilliant. So as before, this is going into here, and I think we have clover in that one and grass in that one. So I'm just going to shut this gate through here, and I'm going to reverse this. I'm going to try and move the combine out the way, because it's the header that's getting in the way as well. It's one of those things where you can never put everything exactly where you need to. Right, that will do that. And our easiest... oh, let's get that right. There we go. And our easiest thing for this is actually going to be, because all of our tractors are down the other shed, just going to bring this in here and connect up the front of this tractor to this. If we... no, I can't get it to... do I even have a hook on here at the moment? I don't. It actually does not have a front connector. So I'll have to... oh, hang on. I know what we've got here. If I can now still get it out of here. The telehandler's in here. We'll use that. I've got nothing on the front. Good. Starter up. Won't bother closing the door. just see if we can actually get it to hook up to the header trailer. I should have thought about this before I started this. It would have made more sense with that. Let's get this back. There we go. The trials and tribulations of small yards, and we got 2 of them. Now we're going to use the telehandler actually to clamp these later. I do sometimes. Even this trailer won't fit on here. Right, I'm going to have to go down and get another tractor. I was hoping not to have to do that. I am now just filling this yard with equipment. I get another tractor and we'll get this out of the way. Coming back in the 110. We're just going to move this the combine out the way into the other end of the yard. It's because I got the soybeans down that roadway there, and I don't want to go and leave the combine down there because it will just block everything. And we can't put it in the field either because I don't want to do that until I'm absolutely ready to do it. So we need to find some space around this yard to put it. We put it along this side here in front of our slurry spreader, or actually better idea, we'll swing this round and we'll put it just off there. A bit of a drop off the concrete here, but it is a useful place to store stuff from time to time. So you can still get the tractor and trailer down this way. Ooh, you're fine. There we go. So get that down here. There we are. We'll drop that off there. And then we can go and get the combine round here as well. I'm just going to stick this tractor in this shed for now. This shed, we're going to have to put carrots and soybeans in here still. I think we're going to have to put, yeah, because we've got the canola, we've got the wheat, and we've got the oats in here. I think we're going to want to put the hay bales over here, but if we're doing that, we're going to want to put probably soybeans there and carrots over here. So it's going to be a very full barn by the time we're finished in here. Let's get the combine out the way as well, because as you can see, it's definitely in the way of our work. And then we can put the telehandler away. Having done that, having got that out and just failed completely to do anything with it, we've now just stuck it in the way. This is as I said, this is the wonders of having a small yard. And this yard isn't even our main yard. Well, it is and it isn't. It's one of those things. Right, we know we're not got anything behind us at the moment. I'm just gonna park it here. There we go. Yeah, reversing with this is not fun, as you can see, but we are at least parked up. Right, I'm gonna get this tipped then. Reversing it back. And there we go. Up it goes. And it doesn't, I mean, it's a huge amount of clover that we've got in this trailer. It just doesn't look like it makes any kind of dent in this at all. But, yeah, that's got the first one done. So, onwards, and we're going to get the rest of this field collected. So we've got 2 more trailer fulls off here, or this will be our second trailer full off here. I'm just waiting for it to cut because it's full, which is astounding, and that is a huge amount that we've got off here. I'm not going to. I thought that was coming close to being full. It is coming close to being full, but it's not going to be much along here. So I want to be nice and slow. Yeah. There we go. We're full. Let's take it back. So just 3 rows to go. Probably going to take us up to, I would think, about 160,000 litres off this field, which is good. I'm fairly sure that is more clover off here for silage than we got off our first cut of this, which is brilliant. That is going to keep us going for a nice long while. Yeah, look at that. That clamp is looking a lot more full. It's a weird one though, because while that is a lot more silage in here, these are humongous clamps. They really are, and it's we're never gonna hope to fill one of these in a year, but it does give us a lot of space to spread the clover out and the grass in the other one, and properly clamp it down. And I want to get that done so that going into the winter I have plenty of feed for both the cows and the sheep. At this point we are completely self-sufficient on the cows. Once this is fermented. At the moment we've got some hay to feed them, of course, but going forward we should have a full mixed ration to feed them over the winter, which will be good, which will help with our milk production. We want to get this last 3 rows done then, and tipped in, and then we'll be able to head down to the sheepyard, and I'm gonna get the G190 for the next job, because we're gonna go collect up bales. We need to get all of those hay bales collected up, get them back up here as well. I want to get the telehandler actually back to the other shed and set up, so that that's in position and ready to stack bales, because we'll bring them up here, we'll take the bales off, and we'll unload them here, and then stack them back in the barn. And if we do that, that should mean that we have a good easy time of it, given the space we've got. Otherwise we've got to try and get them stacked in such a way that they're still accessible, everything's still accessible, which is just not going to work. Right, turn that off, lift up our pickup, and we're gonna head back to the silage clamp, drop this off, and then I'll get things set up here, and we'll head down and start getting some bales collected. Tip the last of this out, and on the top. And there we go. So that is all ready to be done now. We're just going to take this down the side and get the trailer off. So that lives down the side here at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hook the bale. We'll put the bale collector on this. I was going to put it on the G190, but it's going to be a faff. We'll have to go all the way down to... We've either got to put the trailer on this. We've either got to take the bale trailer off this and do it that way, or and switch tractors down there, or we've got to go down there, get the G190 and bring it up here. I favor the first, as you can probably tell, but it is a case of we have to hook this up, hook all of that up, and then do the same down the bottom end. But I want to try and get, you know, a good spread among our tractors. That's why we're using the T7 today, So I think when we get down there, I might go through the faff and switch it around. Plus, look at the state of this T7. It could do with a nice quick wash. What I'm going to do then is put our bale chaser into the field, and then we'll come back with this and just give this tractor a quick wash down. Make sure that it's make sure that we keep it in good condition. So off and off, and then we can go back here, and we have I have a couple of pressure washers around here just to keep things nice and clean. Helps maintain the conditions of them. And this can then go back in our shed, and we can switch over to our other tractor. There we go. Nice and easy. And that'll do. Right. And then we can put this in the shed and get the G190 out. So slightly less horsepower, but still very much up to this job. And there we go. All parked up. Engine off. And into the slightly older tractor. Ah, there she hums. And not a huge amount of difference in these from inside the cabs. A little bit more comfort in the other one, but you know, not as much as you had going from the 110 up to the T7. Let's hook this up like so, and then see if we can get this to work. So first things first, let's push this out the back. There we are. And out it goes. Down. And yeah, this is the interesting thing about this heath bale chaser. Is it is ever so slightly, well, it's what you'd call a semi-automatic, I think. It works well, but you do have to place the pickup down if you're coming out. So I'll show you this next bit. If I come here and I grab this bale, oh, not from this angle, that's going to put a spike in my wheels. That's it. This one I can get onto. Like so, it'll put it up, and then you need to lower your pickup again, like so, in order to actually get anywhere. So it's an interesting piece of kit from that perspective. So I'm trying to get straight onto bales is really intriguing, but it's you see, exactly like that. If you can't get straight onto the bale, it doesn't set the sensor off, and you can't pick it up. We've got our first full trailer now. I'm gonna take this, do that, and we'll fold that in, and I want to pull it in as well. There we go. Get it nice and close for transport. Put our beacons on, and we'll head back up to the main farm. Want to lift up the stabilizing wheel as well, and we're all good. So we're going to take this up to the main yard now, and we're going to stack these in the shed alongside our other ones. And alongside our straw, using the telehandler, and that is gonna be what is the other cleanup bit that I need to do today. I think it's gonna take about 3 or 4 loads to do this. But this is basically the long and the short of the job that we're doing now. So it shouldn't... so I don't want to bore you too much with that. But it should mean that we get all of this nicely back and done and dusted fairly quickly. So, yeah. So if I pull this here... And I want to be careful because I want to block things off for myself. We can then pull that down and unload this here. Pull forward a bit, and that just gives me the stack, and I can take them 2 bales at a time, put them in the back of our shed. There we go. So unload that. We'll pull forwards like so, and then push it down again. And I'll turn this off. And we'll run back here and grab our telehandler. And this is why I didn't go and put my bucket back on earlier. I wanted it so that I could come here and do this. And we can come in here and get this on. And clamp it all up. There we go. Now this, we should be able to get 2 of these Heston bales at a time off this stack and put them into the shed next to the straw bales, if I'm careful. And we've got yeah, this goes 5 high, which is why we have to be careful with this. Right, and carefully into here. Whoa, slow it down. There we go. Yeah, it's at such a height that I'm worried. There we go. Yeah, because the thing with this New Holland is that the head is not self-leveling. So as you bring it down, you have to level things off. So it means that things go a little bit slower. Self-leveling heads on telehandlers are very nice. They very much allow you to work a little bit faster. I'm not sure why the head on this New Holland isn't a self-leveling one, but yeah, it isn't, and it does cause us issues. There we are. First bale in, or first pair of bales in. So the way I stack bales is I stack 2 layers at the bottom and then one up the top. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's grab that. There we go. Level that. Pushes the top bale back a bit. And then we'll put this stacked in front on this level. So get it into here. Probably stacking from this side, and I said this when I was doing the straw bales, is that all of our lining up and everything we do off the left-hand side. And then therefore stacking from the right, we lose all of that. So I have to be a little bit careful, but it's working. I'm handling it. And so what we'll do next now is I'm going to grab the bale off the top, which is difficult because it's not very visible. So I've got the arm a long way out. Longer than I probably would normally, because I've got to get, you see, it disappears up in that area that's a lot less visible. There we go. And even that is, oh, a little bit wary. And you see that is now tipping downwards, so bring it in, and the bale was not on that securely at all. But what I can do now is stuck with this front one. It means that when we come to do the next pair of bales, it's going to be a little bit easier for us. Oh. That was not sitting on there properly at all. Right. There we go. Little bit of pressure. And then this goes on the top of this pile at the back. And what happens here is it gives you a little bit more stability. So if you're having trouble getting your bales stacked, and I found this when I've done round bales as well, the easiest way to have stability and to make sure your bales stay where they should is to stack in this way. We have to push out a little bit at the top, but there we go. Perfect. Look at that. And so what that does is you now have that stability with these front ones. That means the back ones stay put. Well, it means the whole thing doesn't tip over when you're stacking the bales. Really, really good method for stacking. I recommend doing it that way. Just for peace of mind more than anything else. It can be absolutely nerve-wracking getting a high stack of bales to stay put. But it should work. If you go another level high, if you've got the shed that's big enough to take 6 heston bales, same idea. You just basically stack. You do it in tiered. You do tiered stacking, and you should get some nice rows that are all very stable. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to start filling in this back row, so that I know A, how many I've got across, and B, how far we will come out with this by knowing the number of bales that I've got. But putting these back along this back wall at the moment actually is fairly good for us. We need the space to put our crops that we still have to cut. The carrots are going to take up a lot of space, to the point where I'm going, can I store the carrots somewhere else, or can we immediately go and sell them? That's the other thing. I'll see whether how well that does. But in general, this has gone fairly well. So I think I am going to leave my vlog here for today. We've got a lot done. I've still got a bit of clearing up to do around here. Need to get the rest of these hay bales in here and stacked, so I'll get that all done. So yeah, for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest vlogs from the farm, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.